They call it the elevator game. It's one of those urban legends people laugh about until they try it. A ritual that supposedly opens a door to another world. I've heard many versions of the story. Some say it started in Japan. Others claim it was first played in an abandoned office building in Chicago. But every version ends the same way. Someone rides the elevator alone and never comes back. I've collected stories of people who've tried it. Most are written in shaky handwriting, sent to me with no return address. But one story still haunts me. A girl named Ava, college student, 19 years old. She sent me her message a week before she disappeared. Hey, if you're hearing this, I guess something went wrong. I wanted to try the elevator game for fun. My roommate dared me. The building's old, 12 floors, half of them closed off. Midnight felt perfect. She described how she followed the rules exactly. Step 1, enter an empty elevator. Step 2, visit floors in this exact sequence. 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, 5. When you reach the 5th floor, a woman enters. But you must not look at her. You must not speak to her. If you do, you'll never come back. Ava pressed the buttons one by one. The old elevator groaned like a dying thing. Fluorescent lights flickered. A heartbeat sound builds. When she reached the 5th floor, the doors opened. There was a woman, barefoot, pale, dressed in something torn and gray. Ava said she smelled metal, like rust or blood. She stepped in, stood right behind me. I could feel her breathing. I wanted to look just once, but I didn't. Ava pressed 1 to go back down, but the elevator started moving up. That's how it begins. If you reach the 10th floor and step out, you'll be in another world. A place that looks like yours, but something's missing. Ava wrote, "When the doors opened, I thought it was the same building, but the lights were dimmer, the air wrong. Everything outside the windows looked like fog and static. I called out, but my voice didn't echo." Pause. Then I heard her, the woman, from behind me. She said, "You shouldn't have come here." Ava ran back inside, pressed every button, but the elevator didn't move. The doors wouldn't close. A low rumble of sound, heartbeat faster. Her last recording ended with a whisper. Someone's knocking on the inside of the elevator. She was never found. Pause. Narrator voice returns. People say her building was demolished a month later, but the security guards swear they still hear the elevator moving on its own. And sometimes it stops on the 5th floor. Soft whisper, chilling calm. I don't tell these stories to scare you. I tell them to remind you that curiosity always has a price. They say Curiosity is a curse. I used to believe it was just a phrase, until I tried the game myself. I had to know what happened to Ava, not for views, not for clout, but because her last message wouldn't leave my head. Someone's knocking on the inside. The building was still there. Abandoned, cracked windows, no electricity for years. Yet somehow the elevator still worked. Or maybe it just wanted to. I stepped inside. The metal doors closed with a sigh, like the building was breathing me in. The buttons were worn smooth, numbers faintly glowing, even though there was no power. I remembered the sequence by heart. 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, 5. My finger trembled as I pressed the first button. Silence, then distant mechanical hum. The elevator began to move. Each floor felt wrong, like the walls were shrinking closer, the air heavier. By the time I reached the 4th floor, the lights flickered. I thought I saw something in the reflection, a shadow behind me, though I was alone. I pressed 2, then 6, then 2 again, 10, 5. Each time, the hum grew lower, almost like a growl. And then, ding, the 5th floor. The doors opened slowly, too slowly, and she was there. The woman Ava described, barefoot, skin gray-blue, eyes hollow as a moonless sky. She didn't step in right away. She tilted her head, like she was listening to my heartbeat. Then she smiled, a slow, broken smile that didn't belong to anything human. She entered. The elevator dipped slightly under her weight. I didn't look at her, didn't breathe, didn't move. I pressed the 1st floor, but just like in Ava's story, the elevator started moving up, and I realized maybe this wasn't a game at all. The numbers blinked, 7, 8, 9, then 10. The doors slid open. Fog, cold, silence so deep it rang in my skull. I stepped out. Everything was the same building, same corridor, but empty, lifeless, no sound, no air. I looked out the window. There was no city, just gray, an endless ocean of fog stretching forever. Then footsteps behind me. "You came for her," the woman's voice said. "Now she's not alone anymore." I turned and she was gone, but in the fog outside, I saw 2 figures, Ava and the woman, standing side by side. Ava turned her head. Her eyes were empty. She smiled, the same broken smile. I ran back to the elevator, pressed the buttons over and over. Nothing happened. The doors finally closed. The lights flickered, and I felt it, a hand on my shoulder. You shouldn't have looked. The next thing I remember, I was outside, daylight, but my phone was gone, and my reflection looked wrong. Since that night, every elevator I ride stops at the 5th floor, no matter the building. And sometimes When the doors open, I smell metal. I tell these stories so others don't make the same mistake, because some doors, once opened, never truly close.